Guys, it's Austin Awkward. I'm Adam. Thanks for joining me. I'm cold. It's Spokane. It's November. It's cold out here. I don't know what else to say about that. Hey, really interesting the response people have had since the election. Things like this. It seems like some folks have just gone like it's crazy, right? Like it's we've gone into this thing where it's like this total binary world now, where it's either one thing or the other. There's no middle ground. And the problem with that is it's not true and it's not helpful, right? And so you got one side of the aisle that is all of a sudden kind of gloating and saying mean things, and they're kind of acting like now that they're in charge, it's going to be all their way, and that's not going to work, right? Because you need everyone to kind of jump in and be involved for something to be really truly successful. Yeah, the other side of the aisle that's just gone into a complete fear-mongering mode, which is hilarious because Trump basically got elected from fear-mongering. In fact, I was wrong. Like, I thought nobody would vote in this election, and nobody did vote for Hillary Clinton. That was her bad. But a lot of people who bought into the fear-mongering that Trump was using, they voted. They voted in big numbers, and as a result, we have a President Trump. Go figure. From my position of relative privilege as a white male, I don't have to be too worried about that, but I can see how that could be of concern to a number of folks. And and so on the other side of the aisle, now you have folks who, after the election, have gone to the opposite route. They've just gone fear-mongering of their own, basically kind of saying that everything that is going to happen in this administration is going to be the end of the road for someone. Someone's world is going to be ended, some minority or group or whatever. And the truth is that the world's not binary, and we really have to come to some sort of consensus in the middle. And I know it's awkward to talk about compromise, but it's only through compromise that we can truly be successful. And I don't know why we are we're so scared of each other, and we're so angry at each other, and we're lashing out in hate and anger, and it's not helping anyone. The only thing it's doing is really adding to people's ill will and bad feelings, and it's just making everyone a little sadder and a little more upset. So my goal is, as personally, is to try not to be negative about any of this, and to try to, at the very least, try to come to the table with some compromises. One of the things that I've talked about before is my stance on abortion. I am super opposed to abortion, and I get really upset about it. And every time I see an awful video online or something like that, it gets me all torn up and emotional. But the thing is that's really crazy to me is that we have this unwillingness to compromise. The people who are in the pro-life movement, they want to outlaw abortion entirely, which of course I wouldn't be super opposed to, but I don't think that's reasonable or realistic. And I think the compromise is that you have to find a place where abortion works, where you can put a line there. So, somewhere between 20 and 24 weeks, somewhere between 5 and 6 months. At the very least, that's the place to start, right? Like maybe we put a ban at that point and we move forward. I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there as an example. I think it would be helpful. I wish people would be more willing to compromise. I know that's awkward, but it really is the only way that we're going to be successful moving forward. I hope you guys have a wonderful holiday weekend, and I look forward to seeing you next time.